All right, so are you ready to turn your business into like a total Google Maps superstar?
Yeah.
I think everyone wants that, right?
Hmm.
And this guide you've brought is amazing. It's like the ultimate playbook.
What I think is so interesting about it is that it really emphasizes how much control you actually have, like you as a business owner. You have so much control over how your business looks online.
Mhm.
It's not just Google deciding for you.
You're totally right.
It's really empowering.
Yeah. And it all comes down to strategy. Like you said, it's not just luck. It's not some algorithm. It's like how well you can work with Google. And this guy starts off strong, right? It's like, bam, complete Google business profile, which like, duh, it's the foundation, right?
Yeah, it's interesting you say foundation because that's a really good analogy. I mean, you think about building a
For
house,
free.
you're not going to just like put up walls and hope for the best. You need that solid base, and that's what your Google business profile is. It's that
You
base.
got to tell Google you're legit.
Exactly. Google wants to see that you're for real, you're trustworthy, all the details are there. And you know what? When Google trusts you, everybody wins.
They do, because
Yeah.
they want to give their users the best experience.
Exactly. Think about it. Google's whole thing is connecting people with the information they need, right?
Right.
So when you take the time to make sure your business hours are accurate, you have great photos, you're basically making it easier for Google to do its job, which means more people find you.
Absolutely. And this guide even suggests like posting weekly updates with fresh pictures. What do you think
Yeah.
about that? Seems like a good way to stay on Google's radar.
I think it's huge. And the thing is, it doesn't have to be this big time-consuming thing. Imagine giving people a sneak peek behind the scenes. Maybe a customer testimonial with a photo, or even just highlighting a new product with a really great image. It's all about showing Google that you're active and engaged. You're not just like,
Set it and forget it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nobody wants to see a dusty old profile
Exactly. Think about when you're searching for something online, right?
all the time.
Like, let's say you're looking for a restaurant.
Oh, always looking for food.
Okay, so you're looking for a restaurant. Are you going to be more likely to click on the one with, like, recent photos of delicious-looking food or the one with a blurry logo from 2015?
Oh, food pics for sure. You got me there.
Right. A picture's worth 1,000 words,
Exactly.
especially online.
Okay, so we've laid the foundation. Our Google business profile is looking sharp. What's next in this grand plan to, become a total Google Maps legend? Now we got to talk about those customer reviews. They're like the lifeblood of any business online, right?
This guide really nails it when it says those reviews are pure gold. I mean, these days, everybody checks reviews before they do anything.
Oh, 100% all the time.
And it's not just about getting good reviews, although those are obviously nice.
Of course.
It's about how you respond, how you engage with them. That's what really shows people you care.
Totally. Think about it from the customer's point of view. You see a business that takes the time to respond to reviews, whether they're good or bad. It's like,
It shows you're listening.
exactly, it builds that trust, Like you're not just ignoring people, you're actually paying attention.
And, sometimes those negative reviews can be opportunities in disguise.
How so?
Because if you handle them well, you can actually turn a negative experience into a positive one for everyone.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like you can demonstrate how you fix things, how you take care of customers.
Exactly. Like that classic example of a restaurant that gets a bad review, right? Someone had a problem with their online order, it got messed up or whatever.
Our fault time.
Right, but instead of the restaurant getting defensive, they're like, hey, we messed up. We are so sorry. Here's a discount on your next order. Boom. Problem solved. Customers happy. And anyone else reading those reviews is like, wow, these guys are on top of it.
They turn that negative into a positive. I love it.
Ex
And speaking of reviews, this guide mentions aiming for at least one new review per week. What do you think about that? Is that a good goal to have?
It's a good benchmark.
Okay.
But I'd say quality over quantity, always.
Yeah.
The best way to get good reviews is to create amazing experiences for your customers in the first place.
For sure. Focus on the real world experience.
Exactly, because if people are happy, they're going to want to share that.
Right. And like you said earlier, people trust real experiences.
It's all about authenticity, right? A mix of reviews, good and bad, it just feels more real, more human.
Makes sense. Okay, we've talked about the foundation, the Google business profile. We've talked about the importance of reviews. But this guide, it goes even deeper, right? Like there are these hidden gems, these features that maybe not everyone knows about, but can be real game changers. And one that really caught my eye was Google's Q&A section. Have you ever used that, like as a customer?
Oh, yeah, all the time, especially when I'm like trying to find out something specific about a business, like their hours or if they have something in stock.
Right.
It's super useful.
But have you ever thought about it from the business side?
Actually, not really, no.
Well, get ready for a light bulb moment, because this
Yeah.
guide points out that as a business owner, you can use that Q&A section to your advantage.
Interesting. Okay.
It's a chance to be proactive, to anticipate what your customers might ask.
I see. Like instead of waiting for someone to ask if you're open on Sundays, you just put it out there.
Exactly. You're highlighting your expertise, you're providing valuable information, and you could even use it strategically, you know?
Yeah.
Like imagine subtly weaving in keywords that are relevant to your business.
Oh, that's smart.
Like let's say you're a restaurant and you want to attract people who are looking for gluten-free options.
Right.
Instead of waiting for someone to ask, hey, do you have gluten-free?
Mm-hmm.
You just answer it preemptively. You're like, we offer a wide variety of gluten-free options to accommodate all dietary needs.
Mm-hmm.
You're showing you're inclusive.
And you're getting that keyword in there.
Exactly. And speaking of keywords and things that Google loves, I noticed another really important theme throughout this guide. It's all about those unique, high-quality images. Like they really, really emphasize visuals.
Yeah, it makes sense when you think about it. I mean, when was the last time you were excited about a website or a profile with blurry, outdated photos?
Never.
Nobody wants to see that. We're visual creatures. We respond to things that look good. And honestly, high-quality images just make your business look more professional, more credible.
100%. First impressions matter.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've covered the basics, but this guide, it doesn't stop there. It's like we're about to unlock the cheat codes for Google Maps domination.
The secret sauce.
Yes. So let's dive into some of those advanced tactics, the stuff that's going to take us from like, 0 to hero on Google Maps. This is where things get really interesting. Like now we're talking about the strategies that, not everyone knows about.
This is how you level up your game.
Exactly. And one thing that caught my eye was the idea of flagging bad reviews. But the guide emphasizes doing it strategically, not just because someone left you a 3-star review and said, like,
That the music was too loud on a Friday night.
right, exactly. It's more about those reviews that are clearly violating Google's rules, like if it's spam or if it's a fake review.
Or if it's something that's just completely off topic, it has nothing to do with your business.
Right, like someone's just ranting about something random.
Exactly.
So it's about keeping things fair for everyone.
It's about maintaining the integrity of the platform.
I like that. It's like we're all playing this game together.
Right. There are rules for a reason.
Exactly. And it's on us to know the rules and play by them.
Exactly.
Awesome. Okay. So we talked about flagging bad reviews strategically. The guide also mentions this idea of aligning your website's SEO with your Google business profile. What's that all about?
It's about creating this kind of synergy between your website and your profile.
Okay. I like it.
You want them to be speaking the same language, right? Using the same keywords, reinforcing your brand identity.
So it's like a united front.
Exactly. You want people to land on your website and be like, yep, this is definitely the same business I saw on Google Maps.
Makes sense. Okay. This next one is interesting, and I feel like not a lot of people are talking about this. It's this whole concept of backlinks, but not just backlinks to your website, backlinks to your Google business profile.
That's next level stuff.
It is. I've heard of backlinks for websites, but how does that even work for a business profile?
So it all comes down to authority, right? When other websites, especially reputable ones, link to your Google business profile.
Like they're vouching for you.
Exactly. It's like a vote of confidence. And Google sees that and thinks, okay, this business must be legit. People are talking about them, linking to them. And you know what happens when Google thinks you're legit?
What?
Higher rankings.
Of course. Everyone wants those higher rankings. So we're building authority. We're playing by Google's rules. We're making sure our website and our profile are in sync. What else is there? Is there anything else in this treasure chest of Google Maps secrets?
Oh, there's one more thing, and this one really surprised me. The guide talks about using press releases.
Press releases, like old school press releases.
Exactly. I know it seems kind of old school in the age of social media and everything, but hear me out.
Okay, I'm listening.
Imagine this. You land a great press mention online, right? Maybe it's in a local publication, maybe it's on a website, and in that press mention, they link to your Google business profile.
Okay.
Boom. Instant credibility boost. Plus, it's a super valuable backlink.
Because Google sees it's coming from a reputable source.
Exactly.
Oh, that's so clever. It's like we're using these old school tactics in a new school world.
Exactly.
I love it. Wow, this guide has been packed with so much good stuff.
It's been a really interesting deep dive.
It really has. So as we wrap things up here, I mean, we've covered a ton of ground today. What's the biggest takeaway you want our listeners to remember? Like, if they only remember one thing from this whole conversation, what should it be?
I would say the most important thing is consistency. Building a strong online presence, whether it's on Google Maps or anywhere else, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
I like that analogy.
It's about putting in the work consistently, showing up for your business online, and over time, you'll see those results.
It's a long game, not a quick fix.
Exactly. You got to be in it for the long haul.
I love that. Consistency is key.
Good.
This has been an amazing conversation. Thank you so much for bringing this guide to my attention. And thank you to all our listeners for joining us on this deep dive into the world of Google Maps optimization. Until next time.